Cool, man. What's up? My name is Joey Success. Today I'm here with,
Oscar Cardona.
yo, I've known Oscar for a while. Oscar, can you tell these people a little bit about what you're doing, like the businesses you're running, what you got going on?
Dude, currently we got the podcast studio, so we're here at the Pod Place, and then we have a content marketing firm. We've been doing that since 2016, and the Pod Place is a pretty new business. It's like going on its second year, so first year is completed. We're at the beginning of the second.
Cool, man. Like, it's super exciting actually seeing you, like, grow, bro, because, like, when I first met you, obviously I met you through an investor,
Yeah,
and I seen, like, you were, a backpack guy, had the camera in the
yeah.
backpack, you were always on the go, and then I remember you, like, talking about your ambitions, and to see where you're at right now, like, see these podcast studios here in LA, it's like, it's a blessing, bro, and like you're a true inspiration. That's why I wanted to get you on this show today.
Damn, bro, that's kind. That's very kind of you. I know. I appreciate it, dog. I remember, like, in those backpack days, I was always like, how in the fuck am I going to grow this? Like, how could I get out of being the fucking backpack guy? Like, like, I got to fucking do something. It's little by little, I
Bro,
think.
and it's crazy because like I don't know if it's just me or what, but like when you look at somebody, you can see like they have the potential to do something great. Like, I've seen other people, I've seen athletes like I grew up with, and then I just know like this dude's about to be something, and
Yeah.
that dude becomes a UFC star, becomes
Yeah.
a UFC champion, and like looking at you, like looking at your ambition and seeing your hustle and drive, I'm like, dude, this dude's about to do something, and it's crazy like seeing it come to fruition today.
I know. We've been talking for a long time, bro. Like, hey, we got to get rich out here in
I
these streets,
swear.
bro. It's been a long time. Many years. It's like the same topic of discussion. Like, how we going to get to this bag, dog?
Right. So like I said, I've been doing a lot of stuff, and like this year, 2026, I've been doing a lot of media, like social media stuff, and like trying to be an actor and be in entertainment business last year towards the end of the year, and like a lot of stuff ended up happening. I ended up doing an Amazon commercial.
Oh, that's
I
right.
did a commercial for the NFL. I was on a court TV show, and then I was recruited to be a power slap athlete.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I'm looking forward to getting more in that lane this year, and like with 2026, I wanted to kick off the year with starting my own podcast and like really diving into like people's stories. Like for instance, for you, like people probably see you right now and they see the success and they see
Yeah.
what you got going on, but they don't really know like everything that happened in the background, bro. They don't
Yeah.
know like the struggles when you started out, and that's kind
Yeah.
of when I just want to dig into that a little bit more, and like if you can just kind of give like some insight on like what you went through, like honestly, like I just like to start out like, where are you from, bro? Are you born and raised here in Vegas?
Yeah, so I was born in San Diego, Chula Vista, but my parents moved when I was like a year old. Like, so they moved here and I grew up here. So since I was like 1 year old, so I pretty much like, claim Vegas and like that's where I'm from. And, yeah, dog. And I mean, like, there's some stuff I want to talk about, like, that's in my heart about like my current state, but I'll like we'll jump into that as it comes up. But like, bro, I had a lot of major failures, like big, massive failures. Like my first business I attempted, I was 23, and I started a mechanic shop with my dad. My dad was super shot out, alcoholic, drug addict, and just like totally failed, bro. Like 100,000 bankruptcy, And at that time, it was a shit ton of money for me. I lost everything. And I was like fucking, at my parents' house, like, damn, I must have fucked up somewhere if I just ended up here with nothing. Like, my girl left me, my dog died, like the whole fucking shit, bro, everything. And then, but I just never stopped trying, bro. Like, I just, like, could never fucking settle. Like, my uncles, they moved here from Mexico, didn't even know English, right? And, like, built, like, $100 million empire. So I was like, and I just saw that, and I was like, there's no way. I felt like I'm smarter than them. Like, I was like,
Right.
I'm fucking smarter than these dudes. There's no way I can't do it. So then went back to work for a little bit, and then I was selling weed, like, for a long time, like, since I was, like, 18 until I caught my case in 2016, and so I started selling a lot of weed. I was making like $1,500 a day, like moving pounds, like 2-3 pounds like a week,
Hey.
like and so then the DEA started following me around and raided I had a music studio at the time, and boom, got locked up, bro. Massive failure again. All the money I made gone, like fucking. And then I was locked up not a long time, like 3 weeks, and then stay out of trouble and like all the shit, like whatever came with the sentence, but like. Yeah, that was a massive failure again, bro. Like, fucking ass out. Totally fucking nothing after trying that shit again. And then I was always doing videos in the background and shit, just kind of hustling. And then when I met my girl in, like, 2018, I was still doing videos, like, for tattoo artists, just hustling. I was working as a pastry chef at the time, and she was like, you got to go all in on this shit. And I was fucking terrified, bro, because I was like, dude, every time I fucking gone all in, I just ate shit, like, got my teeth kicked in, And she's like, nah, you got this. Da, da, da. And that was 2018. I left my last job, and then I met you like a year after that,
Right.
like, and then probably like it was around that time, 2018, 19. And then, yeah, just kept fucking growing, kept
Yeah.
leveling up and just trying to be better, studying, reading, fucking.
For sure, man. It sounds like you like you said, overcame a lot of obstacles. And like one thing I want to dive into a little bit is family dynamics, bro. A lot of people have excuses because, oh, I grew up poor, or I grew
Yeah.
up because my parents are under the influence of drugs, and that's why I turned out like this, bro. And like, I came from a different background too, bro.
Yeah.
Like my family dynamics was crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know what your family situation looks like, but can you tell me a little bit about your childhood? Like,
Yeah, bro. Well, I actually like cut this part out of my story. I don't talk about it much because it's like no one gives a fuck. But I had a terrible childhood, bro. Like, so my parents split up when I was 5, and then my dad and like his family like basically had money, so they had top attorneys, like set my mom up pretty much, and like took custody away from her. So I didn't see my mom from when I was like 5 till I was 17. And meanwhile, my dad is like the fucking, he's in the trap, like selling dope, drinking, doing drugs and shit. And then he gets locked up. Like he gets locked up every like 2 years for like my whole life. He'd be locked up for like, he'd be out and we'd be with him in the trap, and then he'd get locked up and we go live with my uncles. And the contrast, right? They're wealthy and like we'd go to a nice school and shit. And so I saw the contrast of that like growing up, like the fucking trap and then my uncle's wealth. And so I got to experience the differences and was like, all right, I never got into drugs, but I never like really did drugs. I mean, I experimented, whatever, but like I never like used drugs, and even like drinking alcohol, I never really got too heavy into that because of like I saw what it did to my dad and like the life that we lived because of that, and I was like, bro, I can't do this shit. And and like my life was hard. Like my uncles were extra fucking hard on me because of my dad. They thought I was going to be like my dad. So my uncle was like, bro, I had to like, right when I got out of school, I had to go to work. And then like the work they would make me do is like, I'd go to their shops and bro, I would literally have to dig fucking holes to like plant trees. Like, I don't know if you ever dug a hole like 4 foot by 4 foot and like 4 feet deep. That shit fucking sucks, bro. It's like terrible. Your hands blister. It's like the worst fucking work you could do. And that's the shit they would do to me, bro. Like in the summers, I had to like work outside in the summer, like, and I had to pay for all my own school clothes. Like they would buy school clothes for everybody else, but not for me. And I mean, I'm fucking blessed. Like, at the time I was like, man, fuck them, whatever. But like, it gave me the work and the like, the work ethic and the ambition and the tenacity to do what I do. Cause like, compared to all my cousins and like everybody, like, aside from like the ones that are inheriting, right, the money, like I'm doing the best out of everybody. Like, and my sister, she like got her doctorate and she's like a supervisor. She does some like science lab shit. She's doing good too. But like out of everybody, we're like doing the best. And I think it's because of the adversity. So I think adversity is like actually a blessing. Like it's like the best blessing you could have. And so like, either you could live in the adversity and your life's going to be hard, like, oh, this fucking sucks, like, I can't eat food, I can't have the things I want, and you live in that, or you could just do the hard shit that it takes, like, by fucking doing the hard work, making yourself better, like, going to the gym, like, all the hard, taking the risks, like.
Yeah, it seems like there's two types of people in the world. There's the people that go get it, and there's the people that are comfortable where they're at, or accept the fate. They accept that, oh, my family's like this, so this is how I am. This is how I am. And I see that a lot, bro, especially where I come from, being from Ohio. Like, a lot of people don't leave the state, bro. They've never even left the state to go on vacation. And when you look at the world globe, you're like, are you serious? Like, dude, there's so many places, there's so many people to meet, there's so many different types of food to eat, like, and to just keep yourself in one area and just say, like, this is what I do, this is where I grew up. It's mind-blowing to me. But again, like, this is why I want to do the podcast, because I want to inspire people to take that step. Like, if you fail, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, your family's going to be there, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if your family's not there, if you don't have family support, then what's the difference?
Yeah.
You're in the same spot. Where do you find your inspiration? Are athletes, entrepreneurs, like, what are you doing right now? Like, I know there's days where you're maybe overwhelmed with work and stuff, but maybe there's a video that shows up on your feed and it's somebody that just inspires you. Where do you get your information or your inspiration from?
What a great question. That's a really good question. So right now I'm reading the book Relentless by Tim Grover. So Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan's coach. That book is fucking fire. Like, there's another book, Gene Simmons on Power. Hard Times Create Strong Men. Like, a lot of the times I find it in books, but like on the day to day, yeah, sometimes where I'm just getting my fucking ass kicked because we went from having like 10 clients a year to like fucking 1,000 clients a year, you know?
Right.
So like building all those systems and shit has like become a challenge. But like what inspires me now is like being there for the guys like Josh, who just met, like Noah, Eric, just being there for them and like kind of being a role model and like knowing that like there's just a lot of weak men in society and like that I have to be the foundation for a lot of people, not just like my family, but like you start off with like being responsible for yourself, then you're responsible for your family, your girl, you know, and then after that, if you keep growing, then you're responsible for like a community and like
Right.
the organization and shit. And so like what keeps me going and like just being like I can't fucking fail, and like when I feel like I'm getting my ass kicked, I just like look to the guys and the people around me, and I think that like like knowing that it's bigger than myself is like
Right.
kind of what I do for like inspiration. But like for just cold hard, like, oh, get fucking fired up, I think like I dive into certain books that I know hold that power of like, oh, like, you know, Relentless is one of them, Gene Simmons on Power, and then Hard Times Create Strong Men. Like if I really need that juice, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
Bro, that's awesome. Like honestly, I wouldn't even expect you to. I wasn't expecting the answer for you to say like my team, but that completely makes sense. Like when you show up and you're running the business and you see these other people like working their ass off for you, you're like, oh shit, like I'm helping them,
Yeah.
provide a lifestyle for their family too. But no, that's cool that you draw inspiration from your team, bro, because I never looked at it from that perspective. Like I run everything on my own. I'm very independent person, like where I don't have like a lot of other strings attached. So like,
Yeah, where do you pull inspiration from?
so yeah, for me, I'm gonna be honest. Like my whole life, I've been an athlete, so I feel like I'm just so drawn to athletes. Like seeing like people achieve greatness, like just seeing the Indiana just win the national championship, bro.
Yeah.
That's a team that nobody thinks about, but it's inspiring, especially to the people and the kids in Indiana to see like that home team can win a national championship. Like if
Yeah.
you put your mind to it, you can do it. Like that's where I draw a lot of my inspiration
Yeah.
from. For a lot of people out there that don't have success or like this is a starting point. Like maybe they just came across this video today. What are some like rules that you apply to yourself? Like what are some, I know there's the laws of attraction, there's the laws of vibration. Are they really working, bro? Are you applying these to your life today and are they working?
Bro, I swear to God, like I've done it so many times now. I have so much like faith in myself and in the principles that like I don't even like think twice about it anymore. I just do it. Like it's not like a hocus pocus fucking thing. Like you could always like tie back the chain of events of like how it happened, but like I would say the top, like if you're just brand new, the fucking top things that you need to do is persistence, like never fucking quit trying shit, like just never stop. Like if you just never stop trying, like you will fucking, just that alone you'll be successful, right? Like, and then the next thing is that your mind is a fucking transmitter of frequency, right? It's the same way your phone is, like it fucking beams up. Like there's so much science behind that. It's not even like a consensus, right? It's like just that's what it is. Your brain transmits frequencies, and we all are receivers and transmitters of frequencies. So like when you put out a thought, like you think about some shit, like I'm gonna open up a studio. I'm gonna open up a studio. Like things just happen for you. Like things align. Like it can be as esoteric as like, oh, the universe is moving shit around, or as like just your reticular activating system is looking for shit that puts the puzzle together. Like so your mind is a transmitter frequency, and what else? And then that creates the law of attraction. Basically, you transmitting frequency. And bro, and you have to have faith. Like once you know those two fundamental things, like you just fucking act on them. Cause like I share this story a lot. Like in 2023, it was like the biggest year we had up until like recently. We're doing like 80 grand a month, right? Like fucking killing it. Boom, boom. And we're doing a lot of solar shit. Then solar fucking tanks and I lose almost everything, right? Like I lay off like 90% of my staff. And I realized like I wasn't like trying to have faith and like grow and take risks. Like I was just trying to maintain and hoard as like stash as much cash as I could. And then like going into this last year, like we had a great year, like the biggest financial year we've had. And I was fucking putting it out, bro, investing like fucking crazy. Like the LA studio, 25 racks, boom. Like fucking, I went from spending fucking $500 a month on ad spend to $5,000 a month on ad spend. Boom, like putting it down, right? Like, and just pushing it all out because like the year prior to that, like 24, I almost had nothing anyways. So, and I made it back. So I was like, okay, why don't I just keep pushing it out, having faith, taking those big risks, being aggressive with growth, and getting into that uncomfortable spot. And it kept fucking growing and growing and growing. And what I learned is like, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Because like back in those days when I was hoarding the money, I started getting so afraid that I was going to lose it all. For like, it consumed me for a whole year that I almost actually did lose everything, right? Like I manifested that result. And then I was like, okay, fuck. Now I realized like, why should I be afraid of losing it all? Because I did lose it all. And then I just made it back like within a fucking year, like boom, bounce back. Like, so I was like, okay, if I could just get it back, there's nothing to fear. So who cares if I move 25 grand here? Who cares if I move 50 grand here? Like, who cares? Oh, if it goes to zero, who gives a fuck? I'll just make it back, you know? So like having faith in like knowing that I believe that the shit that I'm going to do is going to work out, and then being persistent, never giving up, even if it fails, trying again, and then putting out the thought frequency of like, okay, I'm going to open up this next studio. It's going to work out. And bro, from an even deeper level is like I put out the thought frequency is like I'm providing a service to like thousands of people who need this. So now I'm transmitting through my ads frequency to all these fucking people like you, bro. Yeah. You fucking brought it's the same exact thing. So now I'm consciously being like, okay, we're transmitting frequency to thousands of people to be receptive to us. And now that's like pretty much the whole model. So I fucking use that day in and day out, right? And like I just trust it. Like, I don't know. It's proven to me so many times, bro. Dude, so many times, even more specific. Back in the solar days, there was this one account that I fucking wanted, right? And I like built a relationship. I like kind of knew the person, and I was meditating in the sauna, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm fucking just thinking about this person. I'm like, all right, I'm going to reach out to them and talk to them, blah, blah, blah. Then fucking that day they text me like, hey, can you come to the office? We want to like do something. I was like, boom, come in. We do the deal. That happened twice. 2 times I did shit like that.
I'm glad you mentioned that because, again, like that's creating those vibrant, like, you know, sending those vibrations out in the universe. So like I've been studying the laws of attraction, the laws of vibration for over 10 years, bro. Like, and I've been using them. Once I figured out they're real, I realized like, oh shit, I was using them the wrong way the whole time.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly what you just said. Like, I'm thinking about all the worst things could happen. Oh man, my tires are bad. I'm gonna get a flat tire. Boom, next day my tire's flat, bro. Yeah. Like, same thing. Like, oh, I'm thinking about this person. Next thing you know, that person texts me because you're sending that frequency out, and it's real, bro. Like, the universe brings you what you think about, whether it's bad or it's good. Like, literally. And the crazy thing is, like, you were telling your story and about like you just keep doing this stuff. And I always go back to this. It's fucking hilarious. It's the power of delusion. To be delusional. Yeah. Like, you just got to think, like, yeah, like, you don't care. Like, I'm winning no matter what. Like, all this stuff's going to happen, and you're just delusional. And, like, it's funny because, again, going back to when I worked in the factory, I would tell people about my aspirations. And, like, even when it comes to acting, bro, I would tell people I want to be an actor. Yeah. And they're just, like, laugh at me. And it's, like, they think I'm delusional. But at the same time, bro, I just did a commercial for Amazon. I was in the NFL, like.
It happens whether you're fucking thinking like all the wrong shit that could go wrong, which I was telling you. I fucking went from like, you know, 100,000 a month, 80,000 a month to fucking 10,000 a month because I was afraid of losing it. And then I went from like, oh, it's just going to work out. And so like my mantra, like I swear to God, it doesn't matter what happens. It's like everything is working out for my best interest. I could lose 100 grand. Somehow that was the best thing that could have happened to me. And it was because I learned such a valuable principle in life. And like I'm fucking moving like 30 grand into the upstairs unit, right? Like somehow it's all going to work out. And it will. Bro, I met this fucking guy, the owner of the Win studio. He's not the owner. He's like the top like manager or whatever. And he's like, yeah, bro, Cameron, fucking Drake, FaceTime Cameron, and they wanted to do a podcast session, but we couldn't do it because we're recording like some Sirius XM shit. And he's like, I just need a spot to take him. And I was like, now we connected. It's like, yeah, bro, any fucking time, pull up. Like, you know, so it's like you never know when shit's just going to connect for you.
Bro, and that's like, it's so heartwarming hearing you tell these stories. Like, bro, just to be in that mix and just have your name tossed in the hat. Like, again, bro, I like seen you in your old state before you even got your Tesla. Like,
yeah, bro, that's like, right. I remember that.
I remember you were like, I'm thinking about getting a Tesla. Like, I think at the time I just got mine.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I can make the payment. Fuck. Like, you're like, nah, bro, it's easy once you have it. I remember you telling me that.
Like, so, like, bro, from seeing that and like now, like, there's a chance that Drake could be on your podcast.
Yeah. Or just at the studio.
Or even like you having like, you know, Daniel Cormier or Kamaru Usman. Like,
they're just in that fucking chair. You're here.
And like I said, for you to be like in the mix with those guys, it's crazy to see, man. I'm just super happy for you. Going back to the laws of attraction and stuff, bro, like, let's talk about fear, because fear is the kills dreams. Fear is a dream killer,
bro. Fear is like literally fear is just the devil. Like, fear is not even real, right? False evidence appearing real. Like, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. It's the same energy as faith, but on the counter side. Like, you think of all the shit that goes wrong and it makes you scared, and you live in this, like, such a bad frequency vibration, just like such a bad state
Like
of being.
Sick people.
Yeah, bro, it's terrible. It's like energetic poison fear. Like, and that's what I attribute 2023 to, and I'm grateful that I went through it, because it was like a cancer, bro. I broke my wrist. We're doing these high months, 80K, 70K a month, right? And then I broke my wrist, and now I broke my wrist in like March or April or something like that. For the rest of the year, I'm in crippling fear that I'm gonna lose it all. Cancerous fear, bro. It manifested, bro. I fucking lost everything almost. I mean, financially wise, like, I still lived in the same house, had that, like, my life was maintained, but I lost all that cash flow. And then what I realized is that you just have to have faith, bro. Like, faith and fear are the same fucking things. Like, fear is something that hasn't happened yet that you're imagining that could happen. Faith is the same shit. Something that hasn't happened that you're imagining that could positively happen. So it's like, what are you going to spend your fucking energy on? Like, being afraid and like living this imaginary reality that's not fucking real, that's making you sick and poisoning you and giving you all the shit you don't want? Or are you going to have faith and have this like super exciting imagination, like, holy fuck, what if I could get this? What if that works out? What if this happens, right? And then fucking you're living in a higher frequency, and then you're attracting all these fucking cool things. You have a happier day. You have a just better life experience. Like, that's how I think of fear. It's like, if I feel fear, that's why I stopped smoking weed, bro. Because like, it just makes me paranoid, and then I start fucking having fear. It's like, I couldn't do it anymore. So fear is just like false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's just a pretend imagination energy. And why would you pretend imagine something you don't want instead of just fucking pretend imagine what you do want, like what you said? And I tell my mom, it's like, worry is negative goal setting. You're just fucking setting goals that are going to happen because you're fucking afraid. You're going to attract that and it'll happen. Like, you know, so that's my take on fear. I think it's just, it's like so dangerous. I remember when I knew I was going to go to jail, and like, they basically were telling me like, all right, you got to go to the court. And like, I knew I was going to get locked up or whatever. And bro, I was in such fucking fear. Like, prior to like breaking. So this was like 2023, this last like fear stint happened. But I remember, bro, I was like, couldn't even move. I was like fucking just trying to like curl in a blanket and be like, fuck, dude, I'm fucked. Like, and my stepdad would just like always tell me, he's like, don't be afraid. Like, fear is just basically the devil. Like, don't be afraid. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of. Like, whatever. Yeah, you'll go through it. You'll get out and you'll be fine. Like, just don't have fear. Fear is the enemy, basically. Right. Fear is dangerous. So if you're feeling fear, like, it's hard though. Like, if you're in that state and you don't know, like, and then the news is just feeding you shit, like, and stuff, you're like, oh fuck. There's like some Instagram shits that like sometimes I catch, like, about world affairs and shit, that I'm like, it sparks a little fear. I'm like, oh fuck this, dude. Because if you think about it from the esoteric standpoint of like the law of attraction and your frequency, and like, bro, like, there's a million possibilities and you don't know how it's gonna happen. Like, yeah, so the world might go to shit, the dollar might not be worth anything, whatever. But if you're in a positive state of being and you're still attracting, like, it doesn't matter what changes, you still create your own reality. So like, okay, yeah, maybe the dollar's not worth shit, and like, maybe the commodities change, but like, I was a baker, maybe I start making fucking bread and like still, you know, provide for my family and have everything I desire. So like, the market, the world, everything's gonna change, but you have to remember the fundamentals. Like, and if you break it down to the basic fundamentals, it's just feel good now, and reach for a better feeling thought. Like, and as long as you stay in that space, like, feeling as best as you can right now, you're gonna have a tremendous quality of life. You'll attract everything you desire, and most of your desires will come through.
I got a couple questions before we.
Oh yeah, we got as much time as we need.
If you had words of advice for young Oscar, what would you tell yourself?
Don't be a pussy. Nah, young me, bro. I would say, like, I wouldn't change many parts of the story. I would just say, like, don't ever give up, like, you know, or like invest in Bitcoin in 2013. Like, cause bro, I had the opportunity. There was like, I worked at a restaurant, and one of the busters, bro, like, he was like hella into crypto, and like, I remember Bitcoin was like $100 or something. He's like, bro, put $1,000 in this. Like, just, you got to do it. And I like almost did it, and I didn't. I was like, nah, fuck, whatever, bro. Fuck this shit. But I wouldn't change many parts of the story. Invest in Bitcoin. Fucking keep going. But quitting was never like, even a thought. So like I think for validation, I would just be like, yo, keep going. One thing, bro, actually another part of the story that I wish I could have changed is I remember in 2012, dude, like my dad got locked up and I got a check. We have the same name, Oscar Cardona, and he got his tax return check and it was like $3,000 or $4,000 and I cashed it. And then I got my tax return check and it was like $3,000 or $4,000 and I cashed it. And so I had like, bro, I remember I had like $7,000 in cash. It's 2012, bro. Houses were $70,000, you know? And so, I got paid and I had like almost $10,000 and I was like, bro, I bought a street bike, which is a terrible fucking investment. But I wish in that moment I would have took that cash and bought a house. That would have helped compound my wealth a lot quicker in that time. But like, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Okay, and for the young entrepreneurs or the kids that are like, you know, trying to get motivated to do something in their life, what are 3 things that you might invest in today? Like, what are 3 things you're seeing? Like, obviously TikTok's growing, social media. There's Bitcoin. Like, I mean, remember NFTs were popular for a while. There's a lot of stuff going out that's capturing people like that just want to make a safe investment. Obviously, no investment's safe.
Yeah.
But like, where would you focus on right now from the young kids watching right now that you're, you know?
Bro. So investment specifically, it just depends on the time in the market, but Bitcoin is always going to be a good crypto. But don't just fucking buy into the hype. Do dollar cost averaging. So like there's a book, The Richest Man in Babylon, basically take 10% of your earned income and invest it. Like into whatever, right? Like I have my Robinhood account I actually have 0 fucking crypto. I looked at it. I have like $50 in crypto currently. It's XRP. But all of my like investment money in stocks is in Robinhood. I like a lot of ETFs, like low volatility, Vanguard, just shit that pays you back. So that's what I would do is I would take 10% and invest it in low risk, whether it's Bitcoin, and this is every time you get paid, not just fucking once a year. Like every time money hits your account and you get money, 10% into a safe investment, and you'd be surprised how quick the shit compounds. Like, you know, in a year, you'll have like over 10 grand. You're like, holy fuck. I mean, I guess it depends on your earning power, but like it always blows me away when I look at my account. I'm like, holy fuck, this is up another 10 racks. Like, when did that happen? And then the next thing I would say, like outside of your 10%, I would say invest in yourself, dude. Like, books. Like I wouldn't say buy a fucking course or whatever unless you're gonna do it, but like read the fucking books. Like every course is packaged from like books that have already been written. Like, so just read. I wish I would have started reading way earlier in life. I didn't start reading until I was like 27, 28. Like seriously. So, and I'm 35. So fucking I wish I would have just started reading a lot sooner. So invest in just growing your mind, dude. YouTube, there's a ton of YouTube videos. Invest your time in growing. And then the third one, I would say investment wise, fucking bro, invest in your dreams. Like whatever your desire is to like do. So like invest, save 10%, invest in your education. You don't have to go to college, but there's a ton of great shit, whatever you want to learn about. And then the fucking last one, invest in whatever your desire is. Like, to create your dream. So like if you want to be a videographer, invest in cameras. If you want to be a fucking crypto trader, invest in like options trading fucking courses. Start making trades. Like if you want to be a real estate person, start investing in fucking real estate. Like save up your capital. Like whatever it is that your desires. If you want to be an e-commerce store, if you want to be a content creator, invest in that. And then that's what I would say. I mean, I'm not a fucking investor, like, right. You know, but that's what I would do if I was a kid.
We're probably going to get a lot of comments back and a lot of feedback where people are like, well, I don't have the money to invest. I don't have the money to invest. So, well, how am I going to invest if I don't have anywhere to start?
10%
so how important is it to surround yourself with positive people or people that you want to do? Because, again, maybe you can't invest in it, but maybe there's a guy in your neighborhood that's a successful real estate agent.
Yeah.
Why can't you just go meet him and shake his hand and say, hey, listen.
Stick around.
Yeah, you don't have the money to invest. You don't have but maybe there's somebody in your neighborhood that you can meet, or there's somebody in your city that you could grow off of. Like, how important is it to just surround yourself with those people so that you can get to that goal?
Bro, it's huge. I would say too, like, I guess we didn't talk about that, but you got to cut out all the negativity. You got to cut out all the cancer, all your homies you grew up with, all the people that aren't on like get some. That's another reason why I'm not going to move forward with that fucking other organization. Cause like, if motherfuckers aren't like, yo, you got this, like, we're fucking all in, this shit is working out. Like, I don't want anything to do. If there's any limit of fucking doubt or like, oh, can you do this? Like, question, like, you're cut off, bro. Right. You're fucking out of the mix because I'm not going to partner with anyone at scale that has a fucking question if we're going to make it or not. Like, so that's number one foundation of my decision. But like, yeah, my first mentor, that's another thing I wish I would have had mentors, is a Roy. That guy, like, once I saw someone that was like doing it major, I just was at their fucking hip. I was like, what do you need? What can I do?
Right.
How about that? Tell me what to do. Just fucking tell me what to do. I'll do it. If you are a kid and you have nothing, like, go to the most successful person you know and can find and just say, I will do whatever the fuck you tell me, and I'm here. Like, yeah. I don't care. Don't ask for money. Don't ever, like, I will do anything you want from me. Like, what do you want me to do? And, bro, you will pick up the game so quickly that way, you know? If you want to be a real estate guy, go to the most successful real estate, stick to their hip, add value. So I would say, yeah, like, super important. Cut out all the negative bullshit. Don't go fucking commiserate with people, like, you know, because people that are just, like, in that shit, they just like to go have drinks with their homegirl or their homeboy, and they're just like, yeah, my fucking job sucks dick. Oh, well, my job sucks more dick. Like, right. Like, and they're just, like, compounding negative energy. Like, get out of that shit. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's, like, basics. Like, if you don't know the fucking basics, like, yeah, like, just start reading. Like, just when you read or do any self-development, any YouTube shit, it starts to spark ideas in your mind, and that naturally happens, like, because your mind starts getting aroused and, like, enthralled with this, like, new positive information that, like, the negative shit, the haters, all that shit, like, turns you off. If you're like you said, like, if you're at the plant and you're fucking telling people, like, all this cool shit you're excited about, and they're like, oh yeah, that's fucking bullshit. And you're like, yo, fuck that. Like, I don't want to be around that, you know? And it naturally happens organically, but it's hard. I guess when I was, like, you know, 19, 18, I was like, I just want to hang out with my friends, like, you know, or, like, my homegirls, like, so it's hard, but yeah, get out of that shit. Also, I would say, like, don't even worry about, I don't know, it's hard because in my early 20s, I was, like, engulfed in, like, you know, trying to get some bitches. Like, that was a big part of, like, what I did everything for, but it slowed me down. After I, like, met my wife and I was, like, out of that, like, I compounded so much energy, like, in the right direction. Like, I wasn't any means as successful until after I, like, met my wife. So I just had ambition prior to that. Like, you know, I knew I was going to do some shit. And I had 2 major failures under my belt. So I, like, got all that shit out of the way. And shout out to my wife. She came into the game, you know, already, like, on the upward trajectory. I don't know if she's experienced any major business failures. Well, Stargaze was a big failure, like the candle business. I don't know if we talked about that,
I remember you briefly mentioned a little bit about before, and but yeah, I mean, it's all growing. Like, you have to, again,
you gotta try and fail.
Exactly. So cool, man. Like I said, I just wanted to, you know, touch base with you, ask some questions.
Let's go, brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
For sure.
Let's go.